Welcome back all of you. In this video, I am going to explain how to install Python in your system. Last unit, we completed the last unit and we are going to start the next unit. Next unit is computational thinking and programming. So within that, we are going to study Python. So before starting the Python, you have to install Python in your system. So procedure you can see over in this video. Just go through the procedure and same way you can download Python in your system. For that, the first step you have to open any of the browser in your system. So I am opening Google Chrome in my system. So here Google Chrome I am going to open. See then this is the Google Chrome icon. I am just clicking over there. So Google Chrome is open. So whichever the browser is available in your system, that you can use it over there. And this is known as address bar. In this address bar, you have to type www.python.org www.python.org and press enter key. Now it will display the Python site in your screen. This is Python site. Now you can see here there is downloads option is there. There is an option downloads is there. From this downloads you can see Windows over here. Just select Windows. Now all the Python versions for Windows will be displayed in your screen. Now when you move the scroll bar down, so this is the latest version which is available, Python version which is available is 3.85. Now you can move the scroll bar down. When you move the scroll bar down, you can see Python 3.85 over here. See that this is Python 3.84. Yes. So see that Python 3.85. This is the latest version which is available now. So here this one is uploaded in July 20th, 2020. Now this we can download or this we can install in our system. For that you have to select this option. See then this is 64-bit executable installer. Just click on this option or click on this button. So when you click on this one, your Python file will be downloaded here on the left side of your screen. See that it will take few minutes to download. Wait that till that you have to wait. Yes, in my system now it is downloaded here. You can see this is Python 3.85 64-bit installer file is downloaded here. If it is not visible here, then you have to type downloads here in the search bar. Downloads here in the search button. I am going to click downloads over here. Now downloads will open. Now inside this downloads you can see the same file over here. Now click on this file. Either you can click over here or you can click over here also. Just click on there. Now that screen will be pop-up window will be displayed on your screen. See, this is the screen is displaying over there. And the first step, you have to select this option, add Python 3.8 to path. Don't forget about this option. This is a checkbox. Just click over here. Automatically a tick mark will come over there. Just select that one. If you are not selecting, initial case there is no problem will face there. But later when you study new topic, there is certain new files will be installed in your system. So when you install, if it is selecting this one, automatically you can install that one. Otherwise, it's too difficult to complicated procedure is there to install that file. So select this option and after that just click on the install now option. So you can see install now. Just click over here. Now it is asking, do you want to allow this app to make changes in your device? I am going to click on this yes. So it will install. Now the installation procedure, it will take 5 or 10 minutes to install. Just wait till that. Yes, see that now setup was successful. That means the Python is installed successfully. Now you can close. You can click on this close button. Now that closing screen will be closed there. Now the next step, you can just minimize the screen. After that, in this address bar, in the search button, in the search bar, you can just type Python. See that Python ID, you can see IDLE Python 3.8. This is displayed because in my system, both the versions are there, 32-bit version and 64-bit versions are there. That is why both it's 32 is displaying over there. If you in your system, it's most probably 64-bit. Now you can see this screen. It will display a screen like this. You just want to type Python. Just type Python over there. Automatically it display the IDLE prompt over there, and you will get a screen like this. This screen is known as shell prompt. See that you can see 3 arrows over there. This screen is known as shell prompt. In this shell prompt, you can use simple commands of Python. I am going to say 3 plus 4. You will get the answer there itself. Or you can say 56 into 88. You will get the answer there. So simple calculation or simple commands you can use over there in the shell prompt. Or I can say print in double quotes. Print is a command which is used to display something onto the output screen. Print, there is a bracket is there. See the bracket. Bracket is a normal bracket. And in double quotes, I am going to give hello, how are you? How are you? And just close this one. Press the enter key. So this is the output that will be displayed. Now the output is displaying here in the shell prompt itself. You can give the input or command there in the shell prompt, and there itself you will get the output. And from this shell prompt, you can open another screen named script mode. This is shell mode and another one is script mode. Script mode means just click on the file option. From there, select new file. This will give you an empty screen. This screen is known as script mode. In this script mode, you can type long programs or you can type multiple commands. In shell mode, if you are giving one command, there itself you will get the output. So in script mode, you can give multiple commands. Multiple commands you can type it over here. I am going to type print. Print inside the bracket in double quotes. I am going to type hello, how are you? And one more print. Any number of print statement you can use it over there. I am going to use one more print. Print. Now I am going to give another command. Now I am working with Python. So two commands are given in this screen. So this screen is known as script mode, where you can give multiple commands. Now when I press the enter key, I will not get the output over here. Now what is the next step means? You have to save this one. Before saving, you can run this program. When you run this program, automatically you can save the file also. See that I am going to click on this run option. From the run option, select run module. See that there it's asking, do you source must be saved, OK to save. Now you have to click on the OK button. Now file, you have to save it. Separately, you don't want to save it. When you run it, automatically it will save the program. I am going to give the file name as sample. Yes, I am going to give the file name as sample. And just click on this save button. It is already existing. So that is why it's showing the message. Do you want to replace it? Yes. Now the file is saved. And automatically it come back to the shell prompt itself or shell mode itself, and there you can see the output of both the print statement. I just use two print statement over there. Both the print statement output will be displayed there in the shell mode. Again, if you want to open the same file, see that on the bottom of the screen, that file will be available there. Just click on that one, that will be opened. Or by using Alt tab also you can open that file. So again, if you want to use one more print statement, see that I am using the small letter over here. Print. I am going to write Python programming language. Programming language. Now after that, again if you run the program, you can directly run this program. Run. Select run module. When you select run module, again it will ask source must be saved. OK to save. OK. There it will not ask the file name again because already you saved the file. So it will not ask the file name. With the same file, new content will be written over there. And the output will be displayed here in the shell mode. So this screen is known as shell mode. And this prompt is known as shell prompt. And you can give multiple commands in the script mode. So in Python we will get two different screens. One is shell mode and the other one is script mode. In script mode you can give multiple commands. Programs are writing in the script mode. And output you will get in the shell mode. So this is the way you can install. Once you install your Python, these are the two screens you are getting there. Don't go for a black screen. Normally when you I'll show you that when you type it like this, Python is Python. When you type it like this, see here when you click over here, you will get a black screen. This is not the screen. This is not the Python screen. Don't use this one. Use this type of white screen. This is the actual Python screen where we can type the programs. I think all of you understood how to install and what are the two different types of screens which will be displayed in the Python language. Now I'll show you one PowerPoint presentation where what is the application of Python, what's the future of Python, where the Python programming language is used. Just see, watch this PowerPoint presentation. It's a comparison between Python and the other programming language C++. See then, instead of using multiple in C++, if you want to display a message hello world, you have to use this much of statement. But in Python, you just want to use only one statement that is representing here. These are the different components that is used inside the Python. Different components which is available inside the Python language. These are the places where the Python language is used. Yes, that is all about that presentation. Next class we can begin Python. So before that, all of you should have to install Python in your system. Okay. Thank you, children.